Hey guys, Bridgie from GeoDesigns, and in this video I want to share with you one of the biggest lessons that I learned over the past decade working as a UI UX designer. And that is that the structure and the content quality is the most important element in any UI UX design project. And what I refer by saying this is that a lot of the times, especially junior designers or design students, they focus so much on the aesthetics, on the colors, the typography, the layout, and you want to create those really exciting and pixel perfect designs that you see on Dribbble or Behance or any other website. But the reality is that that is just a small fraction of your job and your goal as a UI UX designer, meaning that what is the very most important thing is that you need to analyze what is the goal of the app as a whole. So understanding, first of all, what are the high level goals? And then when you dive deep into a screen, you want to essentially ask yourself, what is the most important element for the users? So you're not building this to make it look cool. And by the way, I'm using this UI kit, which I built, and that is available for free. You can download it I'm going to leave it in a link in the description as a freebie. And you want to essentially think about what is the end goal with this. So what is the screen going to do for the user? How can it will positively bring them to point A, which is where they are at the moment, to point B, which is their desired outcome. So for example, if if you're creating an accounting software and the goal is for the user to generate an invoice, how can you create that experience in the most seamless way possible so that it's fast, it's intuitive, the very best user interface design won't even make the user think, because it's so easy that, okay, it's obvious. It's like using the iPhone. You don't really think about how to open an app. You just tap because it's so obvious that that is how you do that. And same also for Android and, other phones. But just to get the point across, you want to make the user experience so easy for the individual to reach their goals that it's just a no-brainer. So that is the goal, and you can achieve that even without the visual aesthetics. So if you actually structure the UX well, you won't even need color. You won't need a fancy typography. You won't need some crazy layout because the UX is so solid that it's gonna work. Simple. Now, how visual design helps the user is that it creates an additional point of to the user experience, in the sense that it enhances the solid base, the solid UX base that you already created. So it's not going to cover up for a bad structure. It's almost, you can think about it almost as building a house. If your house isn't made of bricks, but it's made of some really poor material that's going to degrade in a couple of years, you can have the most beautiful interiors, but the house is not going to last long. It's not solid, it's not safe. And the same is true for any UI UX design project or any web design project as well. A lot of the same principles are going to apply to web design, also graphic design. Because at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're communicating. Like, we are communicators even before designers, because design is going to help communicate, is the way that you structure the communication. How do you build this infrastructure? But the very most important thing is creating that rock solid foundation and asking yourself, if I was the user and I was looking at this screen, is this screen helping me achieve my end goal? Or is there a better way to create and tackle this problem? Am I showing everything in the right order of hierarchy? So even in terms of communication, think about in a screen you could communicate 6 concepts, for example, but maybe just the top 2 or 3 concepts are really important. And just noticed the emoji. No idea how I made it. Anyways, the top 2 are the most important concepts that you want to communicate. Well, in that case, you might consider giving those top 2 communication touch points the majority of the screen real estate. And that is just one of the potential thoughts that can go on in the thought process, in the brainstorming of the structure. You can also play around with colors. You can use colors to emphasize a section even more. But you see that there isn't really a focus on just the aesthetics, because we're not artists. We're not we don't do drawings or paintings that just have a purpose to express our feelings, and there isn't really a purpose for the masses. As designers, we are creating these solutions for other people and for a large scale of people. So we're going to need to really think about what is going to be the most useful solution for solving that user's specific problem. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to dive much deeper into these topics because I understand that practical applications do help when explaining these concepts. But I hope that you did take away something from this video. And I want to remind you that I have many videos on UI, UX, web design, and also Figma tutorials on my channel. So feel free to check it out together with all of the freebies on there. And I'll see you in the next one.